Hi, Aquarius, Healing Grasshopper here to do your June 2026 reading. So we're getting back on track since I haven't been feeling well. But what we're going to do is monthlies, obviously, and then the weeklies, I'm going to do uh, 2 weeks together. I'm going to do the first 2 weeks together and the last 2 weeks together in this month, just so that I can catch up. Um, but in July, we'll be starting back to the regular schedule with the weeklies, the readings every week. Duh. Anywho, let's see what's going on for June. The Emperor. Damn, Aquarius. So Aquarius is sitting in their power here, sitting in your power in what area? Let's see. Um, Emperor can be taking charge, feeling on top of something. This is boss energy. So we've got the Seven of Wands. This is, um, taking care of tasks like a boss. You know, this guy is not overwhelmed. He's got the upper hands here and he's dealing with you know, these assaults very easily. He is not at all encumbered or overwhelmed in any way. So, not surprising to see a card like this come out after the Emperor. Knight of Swords. Okay. Wow. Aquarius, you're very. Knight of Swords is a very dynamic card. It can mean, rushing without thinking. Um, acting without thinking. Um, I don't know if that's. Yeah, I don't feel like you're being reckless here. This is more just saying that it's like inspired, being ready to go and go, go, go. This is very much like chariot energy, but instead of a chariot, more like a sports car or a racehorse. Um, the Hermit. Very nice. The Hermit is very grounding card to see after the Knight of Swords, so that's promising. Yeah, I would not. Well, let's see what the your other two cards are. Yeah, because the Hermit might actually be a suggestion here. That's why it stopped me. There's one. Mm, is this ours? This Fool is ours? No. Yeah. My rule is if it doesn't fall on the table on its own, it usually is not ours. Is this ours? This is ours. Okay. Yeah, Queen of Wands and then under the Knight of Swords makes sense. Queen of Wands is all about optimism. And then Knight of Swords, like I said, is about action. But being in a terrible hurry, it's like being very excited over something and you're raring to go. I'm still trying to extract a caveat out of this. I'm not sure if there's one here still. Um, the hermit over here is reminding you to look within and allow yourself to um, connect with spirit and be led by spirit. And the hermit under the emperor is like, there's a dose of humility here, where it's kind of like, be careful not to be too egoic. It's like there's nothing wrong with believing in yourself, Aquarius, but overconfidence. Yes. Okay. There can be a dose of overconfidence here. Um, Confidence is good, but not with the Knight of Swords hanging around. One always has to be careful with the Knight of Swords. Um, so what does that mean? Knight of Swords can carry an element of carelessness here. Um, yeah, the Hermit. Okay, so we're going to get back to that. In the center of your reading here, you have the Four of Cups, which is a feeling of not being happy with the way things are going, especially in regard to the past. You know, he's looking at these three cups here, like, these three cups didn't serve him very well. Why should he expect the fourth cup to be any better? Um, but you're clearly coming out of this energy. Um, mm, there's one, we need three more. Well, nice. One more, please. They're all okay. Reverse. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So these two are very much related. This is like I said, these things didn't work before. Why should this method be any better? And then over here, it's like, I've done all this work. Ooh, I'm tired and I don't see any results yet. But over here you have victory, right? So this is like, and it's next to the judgment card. So these over here is spirit getting your attention, like, hey, never mind that. That just look forward to something bigger and better. But right here, it it tells me that you're feeling that. You're feeling that bigger and better coming. Something has sparked your inspiration here where you're like, yes, go. Um, which is a great energy to have after things, after you felt that things have not been working well for you. There's no problems here, Aquarius, other than the fact that number one, slow down and don't be in such a hurry. The inspiration is great, but it's like your victory is going to be there. It's not going anywhere. So relax. And this leg of your journey is going to require um, your intuition and your upper chakras, right? This is more than just your lower chakras. Emperor is very much represents your lower chakras. Um, so there needs to be a balance here of lower and upper chakras. Chakras in balance. This is very much like ego and survival and divide and conquer and pillage and yeah, you know what I mean. Like you go get it. But this is very much steeped in the physical plane. So you need to have a balance of both spiritual and physical plane. Over here, we've got 9 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment that's come finally from your own efforts. So this is saying after these two are very much related here. Like your W is coming and your efforts will produce this W. So this is a productive month for you. Um, you are going to feel like you're getting somewhere. Uh, Capricorn had a similar message. Um, yeah, the spiritual atmosphere is oh, that's interesting. As soon as I said spiritual atmosphere, I had tingling, but like in my lower extremities. That's interesting. That doesn't happen usually. Usually I feel it like in my neck or my head. Hmm. Um, maybe that's mimicking the Knight of Swords energy, like the go, go, go energy. Um, all of us have been feeling to some degree or another like we're spinning our wheels and not getting anywhere. And that is starting to lift. And I would say since January, it's been gradually getting better and better for all of us. Um, and Aries has been feeling it since right around this time last year. We've all been envious of Aries. Everything happens quickly for Aries, but never mind that. We are all starting to catch up now with Pluto and Aquarius and things. Um, working more in our favor, right? So, clarity, advice. No advice cards. Okay. So, that is the message for you guys. Aquarius, I am asking you to help me out in a few ways. Um, the first one is make my day, guys. Leave me a comment. If there's something on your mind, you want to tell me how this resonates, you have questions or suggestions or anything at all you want to talk about, I will be there happily, with glee, answering your um, comments. Uh, the algorithm is not very kind to small content creators like this one. So, hearing from you guys is very moralizing, if that's a word. It helps morale. Um, and really uplifts me. So please make my day and drop me a line. Um, you guys used to be very chatty. I don't know if Aquarius was. I know Capricorn was pretty chatty. Um, a lot of my viewers were chatty and not so much in the comments lately. I'm not sure why. Um, so anyway, looking forward to hearing from you. Liking and subscribing, or the hype button if it shows up, um, is a quick gesture that costs you nothing and really does a lot to help me. So please do. I thank you. Um, the other things you can do is share this channel with your friends, with whomever you feel might need it or appreciate it. Um, my playlists, I've made playlists for you. There are several of them. Choose one, set it to autoplay, have it on as background noise as you go about your daily tasks, as you're winding down in bed and even sleeping. Because watch hours are what a small channel like this one needs to grow. All right? Um, Thank you so much for your help. Oh, by the way, I would like to thank you for what you have already done, which is stopping by and staying till the end. That really does a lot for me as well. So I appreciate you. I hope you continue to do so. I will speak to you soon. Love, light, and many blessings.